Welcome to Piano Expression Studio. My name is Brenda Lance and I'm the instructor here at the studio. We're going to backtrack a little bit from the alphabet note values to some keyboard instruction and some fingering. So immediately what we do with students is that we teach them that each finger has a number, because eventually they're going to see this in their music and they're going to need to know what the corresponding numbers mean to their hands. When students first begin to count, in general, whether it's school or at home, they usually start with these fingers as number one and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, in music, it's not that way. Our thumbs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a couple of activities that I do with the kids is we will draw our hands on paper and then we will write the numbers in. Either I will if they aren't able to write yet, or they will write the numbers in, the corresponding numbers. So they would write number 1 in their thumbs, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we might trace their hands and have them go backwards. This teaches them that their fingers are going opposites. And when it gets to the keyboard, they have an idea of which fingers are which numbers. Now, before we add any fingering to the keyboard, we start with learning the black keys. There's black and white keys, obviously. And we learn down and up and down, low to high, high to low, before we even learn any note names. So we have different groups of black keys. We have a group of 2 black keys, 1, 2, and we can see very obviously that these are groups of 2. Then we have groups of 3, all the way up and down the keyboard. And we start students playing, "Can you find me groups of black keys?" And they will use both hands and try and find them. Then the next activity, and this is something that they will do at home, is, "Can you find me the lowest group of black keys?" So we start down here. And then we'll say, "Can you find me the next group of black keys up on the keyboard?" And we learn that we're going up. And we do this with our left hand first. Then we start at the top and go back down with our left hand, finding groups of black keys going down, or lowest, highest to lowest. We do this with our right hand. Some students might play them individually, and that's okay. Either way is fine, together or separately. Then we will do this with the 3 groups of black keys. So 1, 2, 3. Find all the groups of 3 black keys as fast as possible, up and down, and then we do that with our right hand as well. Then we go ahead and start adding finger numbers to this. So then we learn that this is 3 and this is 2, and that when we move up the keyboard with our left hand, we start with 3. So the students learn to do this. 3, 2, together, 3, 2, together, 3, 2, together, from the lowest to the highest. Then when we move back down the keyboard from the highest to the lowest, it's going to go the opposite direction. So then we start with 2. 2, 3, together, 2, 3, together, 2, 3, together. Then we have our right hand, and of course that's going to go the other way. So with our right hand doing it, going low to high, we start with 2, 3, together, 2, 3, together, and so forth. Coming back down then, we learn that it's 3, 2, together, 3, 2, together. We will then incorporate our 4th fingers with the groups of 3. And we will teach students then that we play groups of 3 with our left hand, starting with our 4th. 4, 3, 2, together, 4, 3, 2, together, all the way up. Then we show them that when we go back down, it's going to be 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4, together. And our right hand going low to high, we start with our 2nd finger, 2, 3, 4, together, and we're doing opposites. This is pretty easy for them, and then going back down, 4, 3, 2. Then after they get the hang of that, we put our hands together. And this becomes a little trickier, because what happens is that they want to play, let's take groups of 2. Instead of thinking of their fingering, They're thinking of notes. So when I say, can you play your second fingers together? They want to play the same note together, not the same finger. So then we have to correct that and say, no, can you tap the black keys with your second fingers? Aha, now can you play those together? And then they're hearing something different. And then they go, oh, that can't be right, but it is right. So they're hearing different notes. Play 2, play 3. And then can you do that on a different part of the keyboard? 2, 3, 3, 2. Then we do this with our groups of 3 black keys with 4, 3, 2. Can you play your second fingers together? And a lot of times they want to go back to playing the same note together, not the same fingers. So then we want to say no, correct that, tap the 2s, tap the 3s, tap the 4s. Now play 4 again together, play 3 together, and 2. So that they're learning how their hands move in opposite directions with their finger numbers. I also have them speak and vocalize the finger numbers as they are playing the groups of 2 black keys up and down, the groups of 3 black keys up and down, and hands together. Vocalizing that reinforces what they're feeling on the keyboard. So this really helps a lot. In the next video segment, we're going to take our rhythm work and show you how you can help your students learn and what this activity will include as far as taking the note values, placing them on the piano, and using black keys to create their own music. Have a great day.